Hello everybody, this is Leslie and I'd like to welcome you back to my channel. So what I have done so far is I just uploaded the showing you how many pages I did and which pages I chose. So as I'm doing 3 signatures, so I have that video just uploaded. So make sure you go out and check that video out. But what I did in between while that was uploading, I finally was able to put the new needle in my sewing machine. So what I ended up doing was that piece that you had seen from the first video from like an Amazon package, I went and sewed all that. So I had sewn all across. I couldn't take all the fluff. So I went and sewed. I'm not putting anything in between, no nothing. I figured I'll figure it out later. But I had to get rid of all that fluff. I couldn't take it anymore. So what I did was I sewed all the way around the perimeter of the actual journal. Then these parts where I have, where hopefully it's going to be folding over, I sewed here, I sewed here, I sewed here, because that's where the spine is. And then again, I sewed here. Okay, so I sewed all of that together. And then what I did was I took that fabric, oops. So I took that fabric and what I did was I cut it to the size that I needed. And as you can see, I covered it. So that is all covered. And then what I did was I took that other fabric that I said I was going to use, I used that for the inside of the actual signature, or the journal. I always have a problem with doing the covers and stuff when they're in fabric on camera, so that's why I tend to do them off camera. Because as you can see here, I had to like finagle down below and kind of glue and stuff, so when it comes to that, I'm not the best in the world, so I do the best I can do. So here what I wanted to show you too now is what I have here. Try it. This is where I'm going to figure out where I'm going to be sewing in my signatures. Okay, so what I do is I take a graph composition book, and I don't think I got this from I think I got this from Amazon. I don't think I got this from Dollar Tree, because I don't think I can ever find composition ones. So I will leave a link to where I purchased it through Amazon. But what I do is I just basically take where the spine is, I make it a little bit shorter because I don't want it to go all the way out to the end, and then I cut that. So I'll use my tear ruler and I will tear that out, and I will also to make sure that it's a little bit shorter. So basically I kind of want it to just fit into this middle section here. I don't want it to be all the way out to the end. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to take a pen. Actually, let me use this one, my Micron. And if you don't have these pens, these are definitely, if you journal, these are archival ink, so these are really, really good. This is the 0.30 mm line, so fade proof lines. So I usually only do 3 stitches. So now what I'm going to do, since I'm going to do 3, I know I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we're going to take 12, and I'm probably going to do 3. I think we're going to do, maybe I should move it over a little. Where are you? I think I'm going to do here. I'm going to do here. And I'm going to do here. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down. You do not have to measure this, guys. I'm just trying to so I want this here. Just with my eyes anymore. I want that here, and I want that here. And we're gonna go about here. I'm gonna go here, here, and there. Okay, so that's where we're gonna put in our stitches, okay? And what I do is I will put T and a B, because you need to know which is the top and you need to know which one's the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna do, put my glasses down. So I'm gonna poke through here. And just make sure you don't get your fingers. Okay. Because that doesn't feel good. Trust me, I know, I've done it. Then what I will do is I will use this again. I don't think this is the right thing to be using. And I will use it for the pages too. Well, hopefully. And if you hear noise, that again is my upstairs neighbors. So if you hear walking and it sounds like bowling, that's them upstairs. Because I'm lucky enough to have where they're both home all day long too, so woohoo. All right. And I just go through again. I just want to make sure that it's through. Get it straight. Okay. All right. This back. So we could take this off now because our holes are in. Our holes are in on the other side. Okay. So now what we're going to do here is I just fold this in half. So what I will do is I will take that line where I want the signatures to go in is kind of where I'm going to do this here. There's a bunch of different ways that you can do this. This is the way I tend to do it most of the time. I'm not going to say all the time. Okay. Oh, and I put the awl away. Duh. Okay. So then what I do is I just take the awl and I will just go through here and just feed it through. And I just push it in and it'll come out, okay? And I'm just pushing it through that hole. Okay, So that one is done. Let's just do this one a little bit wider. Okay. And we'll take these off. We'll do the next one. And as you see, I already have my pages clipped together, because you want to make sure that you clip them together. This is the top, so we got to put that on the top. And I just try to make sure it's somewhat even, that's all. I've gotten away from trying to always be perfect, because you can't always be perfect, believe me. Okay, so again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to feed it through. Feed it through. I don't have the strength today for whatever reason. Then you could just make sure that it's all the way through, so you got a good hole. All right, so that's number 2. Next, number 3. Top. All right, and I tend to start from the bottom. Okay. All right. So you can actually save this for another time, and you can actually write down how wide this is. So you've got, it's just under 2.5. I'm just going to put 2.5. I'll just put you here. Okay. So put that off to the side. Okay. So now just figure out, I always start from the back. Now I have waxed thread here. This is what I use. And again, let me pull out my needle. And now what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to put that one in the, I'll put this one in the back. Basically what I do is I go 1, 2, 3, and cut. And then I'm going to feed this through. Okay. These over there, you over here, and no. So we're gonna find our holes, make sure you're in the right one. Don't go in the wrong one like I almost did. So we're gonna go into here. Actually, I'm going to use a straight one. I don't want to use this curved one. use this one. Plus it's a little bit tighter. Okay. All right, so we're gonna feed this through here. Make sure we go through. Now, you can either do it from the outside or the inside. I do mine on the inside so that I have these pieces on the inside, not the outside, okay? You could do them any way that you choose. All right, so I'm gonna bring my thread to about there. Now, if you're afraid of it popping off, what you can do is you can do this. Okay? And just leave it like that. Because then you don't have to worry about. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up through the top. So I'm going to find that top hole. I'm going to feed that through the hole and feed that through the hole. Okay. Because you want to make sure that that's nice and tight. And I'm in the wrong hole. I do this all the time. All the time. That's why I always have to double check myself, triple check myself. Okay. All right, let's try this again. All right, so we're going to put this through the hole. Just going to go through this hole here. Okay. We're going to pull this through. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of a tail. And again, we're going to clip it. Okay. Okay, like I said, make sure you're tight. Now what I'm going to do, I guess we'll do this one. Doesn't really matter. You could do the top, you could do the bottom first, doesn't matter. I think we're just going to do the top right now. Feed that through. Make sure that's nice and snug, and it is. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go back down through the bottom. And usually I take this off right now because I want to go through here and I want to find the hole. And there's the hole right there. Hopefully you can see that. And we're coming back through here. Okay. And then we're going to come back through the middle. And you want to make sure that you don't break your stitch. So when you're coming through, that's good. And I do it this way. I kind of bring it through here first, and then I will feed it through here. Okay. Now, make sure everything's nice and straight. Pull everything nice and tight. I take this off. I take a look at it. So it's nice and tight. We're going to make it a little bit tighter. Okay. So there we go. So we got nice and tight. And now you want to make sure that you've got one string to the left, one string to the right, and then you're going to tie it going one way, and I tie it real tight, and then I tie it going in the other direction. Okay, and then I kind of snip them to be even. Okay, so that is one end, so we can actually take these off now. All right, so we have one signature in, okay, and it's nice and taut. All right, so we're gonna do number 2. Now the other thing too is, and I always have an issue with this and I don't know why. When I do my signature sometimes, I find that my paper comes down a little bit too far. I don't know, I think it's just me. But so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do a little bit more because it was a little tight. Okay. And again, we're gonna feed this through. Okay, so that's fed through. All right, so we're going to take the next one. And again, we're going to go through the middle. Through the middle, through the middle. I'm going to feed that through. Make sure we give ourselves a little bit. That's about good. And then I'm going to clip that together. Okay. All right, so I'm going to find my hole here. So we got my hole right here. And then we're going to feed that through that top hole. Make sure you go through your holes. Make sure that's nice and tight. And it is. Now we're going to go back to the bottom and take this off now. I'm going to go back through here. All of them. And then we're going to go through there. Make sure that's nice and tight. Then we're going to go through the middle. So you got to find your middle hole here. Here it is. And then you're going to feed that back through. And that's good. There we go. Let me take this off. I want to make sure it's nice and tight. And it is. It's nice and tight. All right, I got one side to the left, one side to the right. We're gonna tie that way, and then we're gonna go on the other way, tie it that way, and we're gonna tie, or I should say we're gonna cut these. Okay, we can take this off. All right, so we have those two in. Now we're going to do this last one. So again, we're going to get our paper. And I just always make sure I'm going in the right direction here. So I want to be going in that direction. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and a little bit more. Okay. Let's get my needle back out. Okay. Oops. There we go. All right, I'm back through the middle. Back through the middle. Through the middle. All right, so we want to make sure we have our thread here. Clip that down. Like I said, you don't have to do this. You can just hold it. My strength just isn't all that great anymore, so. Okay. Okay, and then let's see here. Let's go. Okay, I guess we'll go through the top. That's the top. Oh, that's way off. That happens to me too. There we go. There are sometimes I really hate sewing in signatures. That's why when Tony does hers and she ties hers in, I'm like, I don't blame you. All right, so we could take this one off because now we're going to go down through the bottom. It's just for me because of my mobility issues I have. Okay, and then we're going to put that through the bottom hole. Okay. Make sure you're straight. Put that to this side. And now we're going to come out through the middle. There we go. Again, we're going to make sure that this is tight. So we're going to pull here. Okay. And now I'm going to feed it up through the hole. Hopefully. There we go. Take this off. Tie it so it's nice and taut. So we're good. We're on one side and the other side. So we're going to tie one way. And we're going to tie the other way. And we're done. And we're just going to trim these off. Okay. All right. Thank goodness. The hard part is done. That's the worst part for me. I always hate sewing in signatures. Okay. So now we can take these off because we don't need these anymore. Okay. Because see how, like I'm saying, I don't know if you could see. Because sometimes I end up doing them a little too far to the top, but this is only for me, so I wasn't too worried about it. But I like this too because I try to give myself quite a bit of room in between when I do my sew my signatures in, so that I have room to actually work in the book. Then usually what I'll do, like stuff like this, like that one could have been a little bit tighter. What I'll do is I'll put like little embellishments or charms or something on there. All right. So we have our signatures put in. Okay. Now, what I needed to see is I can't really do anything until I have this kind of where I want it to be. Meaning we're going to decorate it and put some stuff in here, but I need this to be pretty much a working journal. So I think what we're going to do is maybe we'll do, where are we? 32 minutes. What I was thinking of doing, I wanted to use some of this fabric here to make a pocket. I'm just going to cut it down, I think, a little. Well, maybe not. I kind of like it that big, actually. And then I could kind of cover that up because I don't like that. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this onto cardstock. The other thing too I wanted to do is somehow I want to put, may have to iron this though before I do anything. Because I kind of want this to be on the bottom, like a little bit. Maybe I'm just better off using my regular lace. Let me see here. That's fabric. I have these laces. I think I'm going to go with the white. I like the white. Let's just cut it and see if I like it. Which way do I like better? I know it's supposed to go that way. Yeah, I like that. All right. So I think what I'm going to do, so let me cut a piece for the back, because we're going to put it in the front and the back. So that's this side. Because I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to attach that to cardstock. Let me grab some cardstock. Okay. Because I want that to be attached onto here along with the fabric for the pocket. So if I do, let me cut this off first. So let's figure out what we want here. So we're going to do those are my knives. I want my pencil. All right, I think what I'm going to do, we're going to cut these two out. So I'm going to cut those out and I will be right back. All right, so I cut these two down. Let's grab the lace, grab our cotton here. Yep, that's going to be perfect. I'll cover up a little bit of that. All right. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put the lace on first because then we're going to cover up over the lace. So again, we're going to do this way. I really like the other. Yeah, I guess it should go that way. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it and I'm going to sew it. We'll do both. So I hope everybody is well. And I hope you're enjoying this little series that I've come up with because like I said, I had to do this for myself anyway. Because I really want to keep track of my stuff here. Didn't need to go up that high. I think we're going to go about there. Yeah, that should be good. All right, let's do this one. Okay. Goes this way. You do not have to be as anal as I am, but I just kind of want to make sure that they are about the same length down from each other. Okay. All right, so let's cut this off. Actually, or should I fold it? Nah, we're gonna cut it. I'm having a hard time today. Holy cow. The mind does not want to work. Body doesn't want to work either. Holy cow. These pieces I'll keep, but these I won't. Okay. So we have that down. So now what we're going to do is we are going to cut this seam edge off. With my pinking shears. And now I'm going to go just thinking of something here. What if I do that? I kind of like that. Then you have the brown on the bottom, which is fine, right? That don't look too bad, right? I think we're gonna go with that. I kind of like that. Because then maybe I'll put something else there. All right, so I want to have a little bit of an edge because I want that to come over. So again, I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Okay. Do I want to leave that a straight edge? Yeah, what the heck. I am going to straighten this out though a little bit, if I can. You know what? I'm gonna glue this down. Glue it down, Leslie. We're gonna start here, and then we'll work our way down. I'm going to try and get this as straight down as I can and as far down as I can. I think I'm gonna have to add a little bit of acetone to my my glue. Just getting a little sticky. And then I'm gonna put a little bit more glue here. for the lace to stick to. Okay, then I'm going to fold this to the side. Because that's going to be the inside of the pocket, so I'm not too worried about that. This is why I don't show people how when I do my covers, because unless I'm doing the paper covers are a little bit easier for me than the fabric. My hardest part is the corners. That's my issue. That's my issue. Probably my husband, wondering how come I haven't contacted him. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. But I'm going to sew these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one, and I'll finish up the sewing, and then I will glue it into the book, and then we'll be right back. Alrighty, so I went and sewed these together. So as you can see, I did the sewing. So I went all the way around and then kind of down where it connected, where the laces and the fabric is kind of where I wanted to kind of sew. So that's going to be the inside. And again, I did the same thing with a short diagonal stitch. So we're going to put those in, and then we're going to call this video done. So we're going to put this one in here, and so we're going to get out my 3-in-1 glue. So I hope you guys are enjoying watching me do this. I'm trying to get onto a schedule where I mean, today's only the first day, but like I said, I'm gonna try and do, on the days that John doesn't work, I'm going to try and do where I'm getting up like I'm going to work, and I'm gonna try and do this as, of course, my job, and see how many videos I can do in a day. And then at least then maybe I can get some videos stacked so that I will have some of them where, you know, I have them where they're scheduled. Just want to make sure it's straight. So that looks about straight. All right, let's do the front one. Because like now what I'm going to do too here is, so I shot the first video and it's already uploaded. So I'm going to finish this one up, and then what I'm going to do is, this one's a little bit longer, so I'm probably not going to edit this one first. I think what I'm going to do is I will edit this one after I shoot the other video, which is going to be my Friday video. I just want to make sure that these kind of gotta go over a little. I gotta check and see if it's straight. Let's see here. Looks straight to me. I will probably put embellishments and stuff here too. I'm just, when I look at things, I'm like, it needs a little bit more. So. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you too is if for some reason you don't have cardstock, do you have toilet paper rolls? If you take a toilet paper roll, now the toilet paper that we have right now has the white core, but like, see how I took this for the cardstock and but you could do the same thing with a toilet paper roll. So don't forget about those toilet paper rolls and the paper towel rolls and stuff like that, because you can certainly use those for those, and they're thick, so you can certainly use those for those projects too. All right, so we are going to leave it there. Like I said, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm not really sure if I'm going to end up using this the way I thought maybe I would, but we'll see. But as of right now, this is what we have. So I would like to again say thank you for everybody watching, and also to the people that have been recently commenting. I truly appreciate the comments because it does help my channel, especially now that I'm trying to get more and more videos out on a regular basis. Plus I'm trying to do some shorts. So I'm hoping this will kind of help me get more people and stuff involved in my channel. So thank you again, and I will see you all on the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.